What is going on, everybody? So we're gonna do a coin roll hunting video today. I've already looked through my many rolls and this is the loot. We got some cool things in here today. Not a lot of things, and a lot of these coins maybe other people wouldn't set to the side, but I did. Sometimes I do coin roll hunting differently depending, just how I'm feeling, what I feel like doing that day. Like sometimes I'll set any 1981 cent. I'll set that aside and I'll put a roll of 50 together of mainly copper cents. That way, if the day comes when we can melt down copper cents, I can melt them down because they're worth like 3 to 4 cents per cent right now, right? So I set those aside sometimes. I didn't do that this time. We'll get into the pennies and the cool things and some other stuff. But first, let's start with the quarters. All right, that's what I want to do, because I was really excited this coin roll hunt for the quarters. Now, to start off, alright, so before we start with this, I got 15 rolls of quarters, and then I had maybe like 20 to 30 rolls of pennies, and then I had about 25, 26 rolls of nickels. I didn't do dimes or half dollars or anything, just pennies, nickels, and quarters. And so out of 15 rolls of quarters, I was able to find one silver 1946 quarter, and I was also able to find a Westpoint quarter, 2020. It has the VA preview mark on it. It's the end of World War II, I believe that's what it's for. So the 75-year anniversary of the ending of World War II, and this is the Salt River Bay. The coin is in really nice condition, and those things, I have been hearing people say they resell from like $10 to $50 depending on the condition, depending on which coin it is, and when you're buying or selling it. So it's a really cool coin to find. I enjoy collecting the Westpoint quarters. Out of the thousands or tens of thousands, out of the thousands or tens of thousands, tongue twister, of quarters I've searched through, I've only found 4 Westpoint quarters. Now that may be because I'm mostly searching through customer wrapped rolls, but I still find them through there. So some people don't set them aside, they don't even notice, they don't collect coins. And maybe you collect coins, but you overlooked it. Anyway, yeah, I have 2 of these now actually. So I have 2 Salt River Bay. I'll zoom in a little bit. I have 2 Salt River Bays now. And I did a video on the other one that I recently found. And yeah, here's this thing. So now I have 2 of these. Maybe I'll sell one. If I did, it'd be between like 10, 15 bucks. Who knows? Maybe I'll get one graded and just keep the other one raw. Anyways, we got this 1946 quarter here as well. I mean, the thing's in pretty good condition. Nothing special about it. I think it's Philadelphia minted, I believe. Yep. Oh, sorry, you can't see that, but there you go. So it was really cool because, how I was able to tell I found it at first. I was like halfway through the roll, and I heard one of the coins clink against it. I'm like, wait a second, that's got to be silver. And of course, you can tell it's silver because I'll show you the 2 different edges. This is like a 1966, so 20-year difference. You can see how there's the clad edge on the right, this one, and it's just silver edge on the left. That's one quick way of figuring out if it's silver or not. Also, you can weigh it. But I put this one aside, this 1966. You're like, oh, it's not silver, why'd you save it? It's just in nice condition, it's shiny, I set it aside. I don't always do that. I don't collect all 60s quarters, or it's just certain ones I'll collect. I mean, that thing's in nice condition. I have, let's see, 3 2009 quarters. So we got 2 Guams and a Virgin Islands. We have 4 Bicentennial Quarters. Here, go to those. I love the Bicentennial Quarters. It's one of my favorite quarters to collect and to pull out of coin roll hunting. Let's see. We got a 2010. 2 of them, Yellowstone and Hot Springs. I don't just save the 2010s or any America the Beautiful series. It's just the earlier ones are kind of getting harder to find. I do see a lot of Yellowstone. That was a kind of a better one, so I set it aside, better condition one. So I put that aside. Maybe I can put it in my book. Nickels, nothing crazy in the nickels. We did get a 1939. We got a 1946, a 51. This one you're probably wondering like, oh, what's that? I mean, it's just in really nice condition, and it's not a speared buffalo, but it's the buffalo one they have. I just set it aside because it was in nice condition. I don't set, all nickels aside like if it's 1960s or earlier. Typically it's I'll do 1960 like 1 or 63 and earlier because they made so many in 64. Or if it's like San Francisco minted, I'll keep. There's nothing too crazy there. And then we'll get into pennies. So pennies, wasn't too good of a time on pennies this time, but I got some toners, so I set the toners aside. And one of these is kind of a dirty toner, so I might have to put some acetone on it, kind of get some of that crud off. But they have like this nice blue tone to it, so I kept them. I think this one right here, they all have like that beautiful bluish tone to them. We got a Lincoln Memorial one right there. There's just a 69S. This one's kind of toned, and I think this is a Denver, but it's nicely toned, so I kept it. Kind of a better 1960s, and some just more red, so I set those aside, like 69D, 75, 79D. This is 74S, I think. Yep, 74S. So I set that aside. Nice coin right there. Another 69 that's toned. I think it's a 70S. Yeah, 70S right here. Set that aside. Alright, so that's, and then we have 4. Alright, so we have 3 wheat pennies, and then we have 2 Canadian coins that are of the earlier coinage. There you go. And so we have this one that's, I think it's 1946. It's one of the early Canada cents. I had other Canadian coins in here. It's not a coin video if you don't drop the coin. So, but I had other coins from Canada in here, but I didn't set them aside to keep. But this is one of like the early ones, right after World War II. So kept it. That's a cool one. And I think this is the centennial, meaning the 100-year like anniversary of for Canada, because on the back side it says 19. Alright, it says Canada 1967 or 1867 to 1967, 1 cent. So I believe it's like a centennial of something. I'd have to look into it. I'm not too familiar with the Canadian coins. Queen Elizabeth II on it, of course. And then, yeah, pretty cool. I don't know if I have one of these, so I was really, really happy to find that. And then here we got just a regular 19. I'm glad if I did, since I only found 3 wheat cents. Keep dropping them. I'm glad it's at least a 1945. So end of World War II. So that's a good one to find. Can't be mad about that. And this one, I mean, look at this. This thing's crazy. It's just so beat up and ugly. But it's a wheat cent, so I pulled it out. I think it's 1956. And then of course, at first I had only found 1 wheat cent until like the last couple of rolls where I found the 45, actually on the very last one. This one was like the 4th last one. But this wheat cent, I maybe found like 8 or 9 rolls through. I mean, this thing's in like mint state condition. It's like mint state red. It's beautiful. That light won't do anything. Anyways, it's like a really beautiful red color. There you go. This'll help. See if I zoom in a little bit. And anyone want to try to take a guess of what year it is? Feel free. I'm gonna flip it over. Bam. 1952. So right towards the end of Korea, the Korean War. So that's how I sometimes categorize coins, is if it was during a war, what was happening, at the time. So this is a really nice 1952. It's still a red copper, color, and it's in like fantastic condition. So this is one of the better wheat cents I've found while coin roll hunting. Philadelphia minted because it doesn't have a mint mark. I'd say the best coins we got of this coin roll hunt. Yeah, let's put them over here in the light. We got this